Today it's a proud moment at Street Providence that Women and Child Department for the first year out of last 6 years what we have been associated with Women and Child Department, they have released the grants in the middle of the year for 24-25 for all 6 shelter homes, equivalent to 40% of what we are expecting. So basically as of now 6 shelter homes have been granted the grants for this year 24-25. We are grateful to Sangeeta, the former director Sangeeta Parab, who before she was transferred had issued the orders for inspection of the homes, which was usually happening in December, January. After she was transferred, we appreciate and thank the next director Francisca Oliveira, who followed up with the orders. And after she was transferred after 2 months, we again thank the additional director Mr. Manuel Barreto for putting this thing into effect. Usually when directors keep changing, the paperwork keeps, nobody knows about this matter. We are also thankful to the press, especially Eddie from Herald for visiting this office, sitting with the nitty-gritties, understanding what we were saying, understanding the department's problem, and also giving our issue a little publicity which caught the eye of the department. Not to forget Mr. Arun Kumar Mishra, Women and Child Secretary, who in spite of his limitations, when I say limitations, it is in inverted commas because it's a very specific word. He has worked and seen that what is in power or whatever was his capacity, he has moved the file. So I feel happy end of the day that Women and Child Department and the Chief Minister of Goa, who we have been knocking on his doors continuously, has taken some interest in homeless women, Goan homeless women on the street. And today, it being Senior Citizens Day, and the grant was given yesterday, we feel that the government of Goa, through the Chief Minister, our contact point is already the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa. So we feel proud that that the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa is trying, in spite of limitations, whatever he has assured us, it has translated into 40%, which is amounting to 9,700 rupees per person as of today. Last year it was 4,500 odd figure, but that was at 2007 rate. 2007. Now the inflation has reached 2024. So what they are giving us today in these 6 grants is approximately coming out to 9,700, which is the calculated inflation rate at 2012. So we still have to reach 2024 inflation rate, for which we were told that a file has been moved to the Honorable Chief Minister. He will consider increasing the budget, and we are confident that the CM, Honorable CM, where I am concerned, I am not speaking generally, whenever we have gone to him, he has looked into the matter. He has said these ladies are like my mother or like my sister. He has tried, but there are limitations again everywhere. So before we end, we would like to thank the entire staff at WCD, that is Neha Madam, Jyotika Madam, Jyoti Desai, the Deputy Director, for whatever we always find fault with the department for various reasons. It's a frustration, but today it's a proud moment for me to say that this department, Women and Child Department, July they gave us 3 orders, and September they have given 3, and I don't think they have given it any time before in the middle of the year. So it's a wonderful move by their department, and all 3 directors, Sangeeta Parab, former director Sangeeta Parab, Madam Sangeeta Parab, former director Francisca Oliveira, and now the additional director Manuel Barreto, have to be congratulated, and we thank them that in this way this department understands our ground reality. What 60, we can look after 120, maybe 240. CM says what, I have the money, let them move the proposal systematically. So we thank the government of Goa under the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa for solving 40% of our problems.
Okay, you have been also moved out of the state now. What is the idea then?
So basically what we are doing now, see, there are a lot of people from Maharashtra and Karnataka on the streets of Goa. So we cannot take them into our shelter home because there is a food problem, there is a language problem, culture problem, there are many issues. But they cannot live on the street anymore. So looking at our past experience where this is not working systematically in our shelter homes, we have open homes in Maharashtra, ladies and gents, where people from Maharashtra can be rehabilitated in our homes free of cost. But the state government from here has to move them into our homes. We will not take them in. That is a separate unit, this is a separate unit. So if the government wants to address beggars, homeless, vagabonds on the streets of Goa, we are ready to provide that service also. But we will not take them in our shelter homes in Goa because it's not working the way. See, when you bring these guys, they don't do any work, they don't cooperate. Once they get alright, they want to go back to the street. Again, after 6 months, you'll find them again asking for help. So it is eating up resources. Whereas once they reach the respective state, it is that local administration problem to see how to repatriate them back. Otherwise, you'll have full beds in GMC, you'll have full beds in district hospital, you'll have IPHP crowded. So how will the Goans get treatment? People keep telling me you are looking after migrants, but I am not looking after migrants. 80%, 70% of people in my homes are Goans. Whatever is there, I cannot throw them out. There are genuine people who cannot be thrown out. But we have 2 homes now. One home ready in Southwadi for ladies. In Kankauli it will be ready 1st of November. January or February we have 2 homes coming up in Belgaum and Karwar for ladies and gents. So this is the way repatriation is done. This is the way that people should be got off the street. We have given today application about this concept to Women and Child Department, to Social Welfare Department and to PWD Department, Person with Disability Department. Next week we will give a letter to CM, Honorable CM, saying that this is the facility our NGO is giving you for solving the problem of beggars on the street in Goa. Now you need to use your administration to see that they are brought into the notice of that administration. It is not pick up from here and take there, no. It is pick up and route through a system so that tomorrow if he comes back to the street, he should be put in jail. You cannot allow people to, you will have murders, you will have rapes, robberies. See the robberies on the street because they are hungry. So we keep blaming everybody. We have always been giving solutions to government. It has not been, well accepted because of various reasons. But now see, exposition will come. If we are expecting 1 crore people, 10 million people to visit Goa, you see, have they made provision for beggars? Have they made provision for homeless people? Have they made provision for people who are going to do pickpocketing? They have not made. We are making for the government. We are saying what? When we are working with you, you should extend that support to us, especially in the Department of Women and Child. Okay, we are at 40%. That is okay. CM will sort it out. But if you don't send these people back to their states, what happens? You have a crisis in Goa. Everybody is blaming everybody. Nobody is coming to the solution. So we have come to the solution on our own initiative of putting up our own shelter homes in Karnataka and Maharashtra. We also have shelter home in Jharkhand for men. So Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, West Bengal and Jharkhand, these homeless people should be sent there, men. This is a state problem, state's
dispute.
Yeah, they should make arrangements to send these people to our home. We will look after. But we cannot take them from here and go there. So if while transit, we take them and something goes wrong, who is responsible? Then you will blame, see, he is doing this trafficking. It is the state problem to bring them from here with the authority and put them in our shelter. So we again feel that we can provide service to the state in Goa. We have always been providing. But there are frustrations, there are disappointments. It's not an easy task. It's not something which anybody and everybody can do. But we are grateful to the Chief Minister for at least looking into our issues.
The person coming in shelter homes increase or decrease in year 2024?
See, we are only taking persons who are having mental disabilities. So nobody will stay on the street when he is not having mental disabilities. 80% people on the street are having mental disabilities because that's why they are on the street. Now, that number is rising. See, because the number is rising, because the person with mental disabilities are rising, the IPHP, which is having 190 beds, is doubling to 400 beds. You won't find any government hospital doubling. Nobody wants to put money in a government hospital. But to help those 400 people, They require 1,000 beds outside to care and to rehabilitate them so that they become absolute. It's only a treatment hospital. It's not a care center. So we have 240 beds. We are doubling to 500. Some will have to go back to the other states. Now, if you go to IPHPNC, IPH or any government hospital, 50% of the people there are non-Goans. So the actual Goans are not getting entry inside because it is free for everybody. But they are not going back because there is nothing to go back. So we are there to go back. You send them to us, but not directly. Through the administration, either through the collector or through the state, there has to be a paperwork worked out. No? How this is going to, moment somebody brings a letter and says, this person from Goa has been brought, we will accept. Otherwise, we will take those people.
स्टेट प्रोविडेंशन आता कितले जाणा स्टेट प्रोविडेंशन
See, we have about now 62 or 63 ladies, and we have about 107 or 108 men. Okay, out of these, say 165 or 170 people, more than 135 are women.
On board, how many doctors you have?
So
Or
we
still
have
you will be
one-
going to take?
See, in our shelter home, we are having one full-time doctor. We are having 3 physiotherapists. We are having 3 counselors. We are having vocational training. Basically what happens, since they are all psychiatric patients, we are using the IPHP because the grant is not given for us to hire a psychiatrist in our home. So we are using the IPHP facility at the moment, and the facility is good. There's nothing to be complaining about that, you know, they are treating well. We are having, see, if they make any trouble for us, we will close. If we close, what happens? IPHP will get full. So it's a win-win situation to us that they are giving us the facility. It's a win-win situation to IPHP that they can offload their beds.
तुम्ही ग्रांट्स कितलं मागितलं पण
See, we are asking from the government 25,000 rupees a month because you are paying Providoria 38,000 approximately. You were paying us all this time from 2019 at the rate of 2007 rate. Then this scheme was formulated. That was, say, some homes they paid 2,500 and some homes they paid 4,500. We are asking for 25,000. As of now, this 40% what they have given us works out to 9,700, which is far below current cost of living. Secondly, on whatever grant we are getting for women and child, we are not getting any grant for men. We are not getting any grant for men for the men shelter home. We are getting only one grant for men for 10 men at the rate of 2,500, which was again calculated in 2007 rate. So they had formulated both these schemes in 2007 and nobody is taking the grant because it's not viable. So now again we had a meeting regarding men with the CM and he has assured, see what happened, a lot of people think we are taking money. We are not taking so much of grant. But that many people are there. When you are giving Providoria 38,000 rupees or 35,000 rupees cost to look after one person because they are having 150 employees. They are having about 240 men. So it is 2 persons per employee. Employees are not cheap. Their salaries are high. That is their cost. So when you are discriminating between 2 people doing the same job, now you see Sodexo is charging the government 300 rupees a meal in the hospital morning, afternoon and night. Women and child, we are not getting that, but that's not to be discussed today. We are thankful to the Chief Minister for releasing our grants, 40%. We are thankful to the Women and Child Department, all the officials, and we would like to go beyond our capacity. We would like to get more people off the street, more Goans who are struggling on the street, especially ladies. And we are sure that the Honorable Chief Minister will be considering whatever was promised to us in the due course of time.
So this 9,000 rupees includes everything, meal, medicine.
See, as of now, the 9,000 rupees, that's why I said it is 40% of what we have bought. Suppose it was 10 rupees, you are supposed to give us, they have given us only 4 rupees, which is not enough. But since they have given the 40%, we are thanking them that you have given us 40%. Now, in the middle of the year, usually they give you after 2 years. So let the second file go to the CM for approval. It may be another 40. So as of now, we are happy with the 9,700, but that is not what we want.
So the last time when you got the grant, the last time which year got?
The last year we got for 23-24 at 4,500.
But you get continuously.
We had come to the street in December 23 and 3 years grant they cleared. And we went to the street again in March 24, again they cleared some money. So they cleared all our old money, but only at 4,500 rupees, which is not viable, feasible, and possible. So which they moved the file and they enhanced the budget. But again, it has reached 9,700. Again, is not viable. If we don't get what was promised to us, see, these officials have promised the CM when we met him in his office twice, and we have the proof. Now, if they deny it, we will put the proof. Then somebody becomes the liar. So we don't want to get into that. We are saying what? You have given us 9,000, give us the rate what you promised the CM. CM is saying you give the proposal, we will approve it. If they are not making the correct proposal, then he is not approving it. So how can we as the NGO be running around all the time? So end of the day, we say thank you to the CM, thank you to the Honorable Chief Minister. We are proud, we are happy that CM has given us at least through his office to the finance 40% of what was assured.
So if you add up the number, what is the annual grant? How much is it?
I said not, we are looking for 25,000 rupees.
No, annual means सगे add up केला
Yearly.
Yearly क्या था?
25,000 into 60.
So today is October 1, International Day for Older Person. Any message from your side?
Any message? Yes. See, the elderly people are having a lot of issues. Whether the travel concession has been stopped, whether their medication is not proper, whether they have to stand in line for everything. They are not techno savvy. Today everything has become techno savvy. Nobody is there to teach them. They don't have anybody to fall back on, any helpline who will come and solve their problem. So what we have done for an International Women's Day just 2 days ago, we have put one e-rickshaw in Saligaon constituency where any elderly person who is wheelchair bound, we will take you free out. You call the number. Second thing, any senior citizen 70 years and above celebrating the birthday who is staying alone, we will provide you free cake and we will come and enlighten your birthday. So we have got different projects, but all these projects require funding. So our main concern is what? Shelter homes. If we don't run the shelter homes properly, we cannot run those projects. So International Senior Citizens Day, government should enhance the money for the Umid scheme, which is for the daycare center. It is peanuts. Again 2007. See, all these schemes are done in 2007. We have reached 2000 because nobody is taking them. Nobody is doing anything. Otherwise, nobody is making noise. See, we had not to make noise. Again, we would have been at the same post, at the same rate, which is not viable. So where do the poor people go? Whether it is senior citizens, whether it is abandoned women, whether it is elderly gentlemen, there is no support from the state towards them because